Hi, so it's time for Yancey's video log, and hopefully you can hear this a lot better. If not, I'll redo it. So I had Yancey over spring break, and it was a lot of fun. My family was more than excited that he was going to be visiting. Before I went home, we went by Harris Teeter, and I just wanted to touch on some things before I went to my family. So we mostly did just walking around, switching between heel and side, and he did a really good job without pulling, because sometimes, get super excited and he pulls, and he didn't do that, and I was really happy about that. We went to my little cousin, who was a senior in high school, so not that little. We went to his tennis match, and of course that was a super big challenge for Yancey, because he gets very excited about frisbees and balls, and they were everywhere, lots of tennis balls. So when we got there, he just wanted them so bad, but I told him to leave it, and he did. But we got up to the bleachers, and he was like shaking because he wanted it so bad, and he was even foaming at the mouth from, you could see where he had been like salivating. But so he was in a downstay for a lot of the match. At first he kind of watched the balls like, oh, I want that one and that one, but he calmed down eventually, and he was fine. And even when we left, I got one and rolled it towards him and told him to leave it, and he listened. He did really well with that. I know that was a super stressful situation for him. I mean, that was over an hour, and he did great. The only issue I seemed to face while I was at home is he liked to jump on the couch or the bed without being asked to, so that's just now kind of started to happen, so definitely gotta work on that. We also went to my grandma's house. She loves him. He did an up on my grandma and put his paws up on her, and that terrified me because she's almost 80, 85, so I didn't command him to do it, and he shouldn't be doing that to people anyways, so gotta work on that. Like, I know he's excited, but that's no excuse for it. He calmed down eventually, and he did really well, but that kind of scared me a lot at first. Me and my mom went to the park with him because during the midterm, we did the stranger test where he would walk around with a stranger, and he would put the leash in his mouth and look around and try and pull away from her. So Caroline told us to work on that, so my mom thought she'd help me out. We went to the park, and at first I walked around with him for a little bit, and then I let my mom take the leash while I was still there. That way I could correct him if I needed to. And then eventually, when he got comfortable with that, I went behind a tree or something, a barn, and he couldn't see me. And at first he was kind of hesitant, but my mom was like, come on, and encouraging, so he caught on to that, and he walked around just fine with her. So still got to work on it probably with other people, but he did a great job with that. Other than that, it was a great break, and until next time.